Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So you guys, it's been a skinny minute. Not that I'm skinny, but it's been a skinny minute since I've shared a budget update, and we're almost at the end of February. So I had a couple things jump off or come in, and I wanted to pop in and talk to you a little bit about what has come in thus far so that you're aware as far as the update, right? So I had a child support payment come in, and I had two One Mom Revenue affiliate uh, situations pop in. So last week, when I did not get a chance to get that budget video up, I was really trying and it did not work out. But I had a child support payment come in at 216.46, and then I had a one mom kind of a new thing that I'm doing came in last week as well. And then today, which is the 22nd, I actually had one mom revenue income come in. So I'm going to go over what has come in and then how we allocated funds. And then I want to share with you guys a personal story, right? Okay, so let's look at our monthly payroll came in at $4,439.39. So remember, this month we got a bonus, a $1,800 bonus. It's how I was able to finish out my fence. So far, we have $819.59 because on the 16th, which was 6 days ago, I got a deposit of $216.46, which is a normal weekly deposit if it comes weekly. Then I got one mom revenue of $1,106.66. That's two different sources. So I have a affiliate. It's not an affiliate. The new thing the kids and I are doing to make income. If you happen to be on Facebook and you are following us on Facebook, if you watch our reels, it does help generate some income for us. Um, that's just how we make additional income. They approached us. We said, sure. And so we made a little bit of income this month that actually helped me to pay for something I needed for church. And then our regular one mom AdSense revenue that came in, our Facebook income was 184 and our Google AdSense was 922.66. And I know a lot of you follow us over on Instagram and watch our reels, but if you want to jump over and double watch them on Facebook, that would help us out a lot. We would really appreciate. We have not been approached by Instagram yet to do anything in that area, so we're still doing stuff on Instagram. The Lord did tell me at the end of probably at the beginning of last year to go ahead and start Instagram, like really ramp up my Instagram presence, and I did that. And one of Jackson's reels has 2 million views, and it's still going every single day. And he has another one on there that has about 18,000. So he has one viral reel, and sister has one viral reel. He's way more viral at the 2 million, but I digress. Moving forward, okay. So then I had unexpected gifts, blessings, and funds transferred. That was really funds transferred because I transferred almost $1,000 out of a savings account that I had into my checking account to pay off when Jackson broke his hand in September. We finally got the bill this month, and I was able to pay that bill in full. We were waiting on the insurance because they were trying to figure out if it was an accident, like he was in a car accident or something like that. And I had to call and do all the paperwork and say he was just at Taekwondo and he hit the board and his hand broke. It was just a regular accident. They wanted to make sure nobody else's insurance was paying, all that type of stuff. So it just took a while to process that through. I also had previously paid for the doctor part of that. I paid $400 and some dollars. I think I might have used my benefits card to pay for that. I can't remember. But all of that, it was about $1,300 is now paid. No fault of my own that happened, but I'm very thankful that he had insurance, and so it paid. So that all worked out there. And then we got a supplemental insurance wellness benefit from Alana having some blood work done. And so that paid out at $250. So that gives us a total income of $7,603.63 for the month. Okay, you guys, so I brought you over to the week of the 13th through the 19th because that was last week when I had gotten some monies to come in. So I'm going to share with you what actually went out. This sheet tracks Sunday through Saturday. That's our week. And so everything that came in, I'll tell you what we purchased. So I had a household item miscellaneous for 7.95. And see, this is where a note would have came in real handy because I don't remember what it was that I purchased, but I purchased something. Okay, this is where, okay, let me go back up, make sure I'm not missing something. Let me figure out where my what your name is. Okay. 7.95. Can't remember what I purchased, but then I'm going to scroll down. Okay. This is where I had some things I needed to pay for, right? So Amazon Prime, I have been on this Amazon Prime kick of just buying stuff. And that's because for two reasons. Partially because I have had some extra income because I don't have any debt. I'm not paying anybody. I don't have no credit cards. And I have really not been a spender in these last couple of years. I needed some things and I purchased them. I think I needed something for the dogs. I needed the thing for the bathroom, just a couple of little things that I needed around the house that I always put off buying. And it was like, okay, you have the money, go ahead and buy it. Because all of the kids' stuff was taken care of. Alana didn't have piano 1 week, so that freed up a little bit of money to be able to purchase. So it wasn't like I was randomly spending, but I don't normally do this much spending. Then I made another purchase at Amazon for $29.52. Then I made a big purchase at Amazon. And so I sing at church on the band, and we are switching to a digital system with the sound. And so now we're going to have, instead of having floor monitors, we have in-ear monitors. We've never had that before, but we had to pay for our own monitors. So I had to buy this. This is a Shure 250 SE215 sound isolating earphones, right? So this is my in the ear monitor. This was $99. And then I got the 4-year service plan just in case something happens to it. It was like 16 bucks. So that plus tax ended up being 121.68, which I was very thankful that we had the extra income because that paid for it. That 184, of course, I've tithed off of that, and that paid for the 121.68. So that didn't necessarily have to come out of one mom's income, if I would have like paid myself to buy that. So I was happy about that. Okay, scrolling down, what else came out? $40 was for a piano. She did have a lesson last week. I think we skipped the first week. So she did have a piano lesson last week. I had to go to the bank. It was very inconvenient. So finally her teacher was saying, because I dropped her off and I planned to take a quick nap. And I was like, oh man, I forgot the money. So I had to run down to find the cash points. She's like, well, do you use Venmo? I was like, oh my God, yes, ma'am, I do. So that's going to save me from having to run to the bank every week to get money because she does Venmo and I have that because I use it for Shakema. And so that's just going to be a blessing. Um, then we had some groceries. Okay. I just went over on groceries this week, just some extra groceries that I did not intend to pay for, or I had not planned for it. Let me just say that I had not planned for it. So 85.12, 78.64, and then 36.03. These are groceries that I just did not plan for. And I can't remember why I needed them, or maybe I was over on the budget. I think I was over on the budget a couple times. And then I just shopped and bought something else. I found some really good meat deals, so I bought those because normally it's hard to find meat deals. But I found some good meat deals, so I picked those up. It was just random, hey, and then and Alana's birthday. Let me get my story straight because I don't want to be lying. Alana's birthday celebration. Her birthday was in January, but we didn't get to celebrate till February. So I bought pizza, and then we took the girls out, and all those types of things. And then we needed to stop at Walmart, and we needed to get the ice cream, and we needed to get the cake, and we needed to get the drinks, and we provided all of that. So that's what I was like, what in the world groceries did I buy? That's what those purchases were for. We picked up, I did get some meats, but we picked up a few things along the way for the birthday party. So that's what that was. Praise God, because I was getting confused. I put kids' money savings in, and then I did tithe 44.74 and 44.45. Okay, now we're to this week, right? We're on this week where yes, no, today The one mom income came in at 922.66. That's how much one mom income came in. So again, thank you guys so much for all of your support, however you're choosing to support us. It is a blessing to us. We really do appreciate it. Whether you just watch the videos, whether you share, you like, whatever you do that helps us generate income, we very much appreciate that. So what I did was this is when I take out all of my sinking funds, right? So I have for my household repair sinking fund, and I denote these on my sheet as sinking funds. I know that I'm not going to even try to put money here until I see what comes in as far as one mom, right? So, and that was how I was able to do my sinking funds. My side hustle started my sinking funds, and I didn't start sinking funds until 2020, I think. I think 2020 is when I started sinking funds. And they have come in so helpful and handy for us. I mean, like, honestly, it has blessed us to be able to have the money that we need to pay for things when they come due and not trying to figure out how we're going to get it or where we're going to get it from. Okay, so $75 for household repairs. I just put that in the same category. I have $50 going to my household repair fund and then $25 going into pest control. So every 3 months, they come out and spray the house. They will also come inside and spray or just random, pests or whatever. And then if something were to happen in the house that needed repairs or I needed to do a purchase, like when the dryer went out and the washer went out and the dishwasher went out, I had money in that fund. So that helps me. Moving down, my Vanguard, which I'm gonna use for my retirement, that's 50 extra dollars. Now I have 401k with my job, my regular job. I have 401k, but this is some extra money that I'm putting in a separate account because I have another bank save investment account. Amazon Prime, I'm pre-saving for next year. My Amazon Prime comes due in January. So I'm pre-saving $11 a month so that when January comes, I'll be able to have that money right there in one lump sum. So $11. My PureFlix is $9 a month, and that comes due in May. So in May, I should have the $99 it costs me to keep that membership going. Um, Taxes, I take out 15% of all one mom income. I take out 15% of all income that comes in, that's income. So that is 138.40, and I put that in a fund for my taxes because if I have to pay taxes, then I have that money already ready. That is a Capital One 360 account, just like all my sinking funds are Capital One 360 except homeschool, but that's a different. I pay for that out of child support. My new camera, and I'm actually going to change that to say laptop camera was $20. Um, Groceries, I have 3205 on this one. I might need to change that. I don't know where that came from. Maybe I bought something new. I bought something on Sunday. We started cabbage soup diet on Sunday, and I think I needed something that I didn't have, so I had to go out and buy that. That's what that was. Um, PO box that went up by $20 for the 6 months, so it's $13 instead of the 10. Ma'am was is $40. My oil change is 20. This is for my registration and my insurance is 92. I did a tithe of $93. I was able to put $350 into baby step number 3. And then down here, I have Canva, I have Google Meet for First Love Ministries, and I have Google Meet for One Mom. So right now, I pay for Google Meet for First Love Ministries out of the ministry account because Google Meet will let you meet for up to an hour free of charge. But after an hour, it shuts you off unless you pay for it. So I was paying for it for Daughters of Grace and Titus 2 and my Salvation siblings. So I have been using that to do some of my membership meetings, but I feel like I need to just kind of switch it and just pay for it on One Mom. That way, the ministry and One Mom is separate and nobody thinks it's overlapping because it's really not. I just don't want to be in the middle of a meeting on One Mom and I go over an hour. If I go an hour and 5 minutes and it cuts off in the middle of the meeting. So I've been using First Love Ministries, but I think I'm just going to switch that and just pay for it on One Mom. So that brings us back to our main budget sheet, right? This is my February 2022 budget, and we've done well this month because I'm working some different areas. Now, it's not all from here. I've got some affiliate links. I didn't get any affiliate income this month at all. Dad again has been paying the child support. We still get one more child support payment, which is beautiful. Um, and everything had we got the extra bonus that helped pay for the fence, and I had been saving some as well. So every month it's just better and better because I'm able to save money, right? I'm not having to take money out of my regular income to pay interest rates on credit cards or pay payment plans. And then, of course, they're charging you a little bit more every time. Someone asked about paying off Jackson's bill. They used to give you the pay in full discount of 25%. They do not do that anymore. I asked. At least they don't here at the hospital where he went to the ER. They do not do that. So I ended up having to pay the full amount, which before when I had a bill, I paid it in full and I was able to get a little something off. They didn't even have it on the bill. Normally they do. So one of the things about being out of debt for me has meant that there was more income that I could put to other places, right? I could get more groceries. I could buy the kids a treat thing or that they would want. Do the escape room is what Alana did for her birthday, and then have some friends and pay for the food and pay for the pizza and pay for the things that I would have normally not been able to do. So I was very thankful. So our total income was $7,603.63. Again, remember that does include a supplement or a bonus we got. Normally we don't get a bonus like that. But the state was gracious to us. They passed a budget. And then of course, with everything that's going on, they gave teachers a little bit and we were thankful. So that worked out. So far I've paid off my mortgage at 960.62. I do have some escrow that I need to pay, and I'm thinking that I'm going to just take that out of my taxes, that lump sum that I have saved for taxes to pay that escrow. It's like 370 some dollars. I haven't paid it yet, but I need to pay it before March the 1st. So I'm thinking I need to go ahead and do that. And that's the source that I have right now. I didn't have a sinking fund for unpaid escrow. I should have thought of that. And maybe I'll think of that now because it's like $400. So I'll divide that by 12 months and see how much that costs me. And then I'll have an account for escrow just in case I don't make it. Right. My heating and air, 148.44. Water and sewer was 101.32. I checked both of those bills already for next month and they were both lower this time. My water bill was lower by $40. So something was running a toilet or something. Cell phone was 70, internet was 74.99. Household repair sinking fund is $75. My fence was 1227.75, but also was another 1140 that I just did a cashier's check. I didn't even bring it through my bank. I didn't bring it through my budget sheet. I just paid it through a cashier's check out of a savings account, and it worked out just fine. So that would have totally taken care of the fence and the extra fee that they charged me. Regular payments, my Roth IRA is at 50. Amazon Prime, which is just 217.03. Think about if I didn't have those purchases and I only had to put $11. See, this is where it gets good. $206 of that, if I didn't have to buy those things that I needed for the house and for church, I would have had that in my savings account. That would have been $206 more in my savings account. So next month, no Amazon Prime for you, Shakema. That's not what we're doing. PureFlix is 9. Healthways was 54. The reason that is that way is because I'm paying 25 for me and 29 for Alana, and we're going to the gym. We are going to the gym, she and I. Taekwondo was 169. My taxes 138.40. Moving down, homeschool curriculum was 50. New camera laptop 20. Piano lessons and dance so far is 195. Scrolling down, groceries was 606.15. Plus 75 for summer sinking fund, summer grocery sinking fund, $25 for monthly preps, 32.81 was eating out. Personal care was 120, $13 for the PO box. 987.67, that was for Jackson's doctor bill. Miscellaneous savings for the kids thus far is 230. $40 for Gracie. Scrolling down, 169.19 was gas. $20 is for oil change. $92 is for insurance registration. Tithe is 905. $675 is savings and $35 is expenses. So that gives us a total expenses of $7,586.37, leaving us with a total left in our account of $17.26. I also did not put in there that I had another church expense that I just paid for something that we needed for social media. I just paid for it. Another girl actually cash at me half the money back. She's like, "Hey, let me sew in as well." She's like, "No, no, you don't have to pay for it." I said, "Well, I'm sewing into the ministry." She's like, "No, let me sew in half as well." So she sewed in half, I sewed in half, and it wasn't not a big expense. It was not a big expense, but it was something I needed to go ahead and pay up front since I'm the social media lead, and I didn't want to wait for the admin girl um, to go through all hers. It was again, it wasn't a big expense, so I just went ahead and did it. But my friend said, "Hey, let me just pay you half if you don't mind," and I didn't want to argue with her over it. It was perfectly fine. Um, then I was sitting at my desk today, and I was getting ready to pack up to come home, and my admin who does all of my, my time sheets and stuff like that, since I don't work for a school, I'm at several schools, right? So my position is considered central. So she said, "Hey, check your employee portal to see if you got your back pay, because when they passed a budget, I got a small raise. It was a small raise, but I'll take my money." So they were back paying from July through December in our February, right? We were supposed to get in February check, but then they decided to do a separate check. So she said, check your employee portal to see if you got a February check for your back pay. So I went in there and I said, "No, ma'am, I don't have anything except my regular paycheck." She's like, "Well, did you get any extra in your January check?" She said, "If you didn't, then you weren't supposed to get anything." I said, "Yes, ma'am, I got a little something." And it was just a little something, child. But I'm gonna take that little something because a little something every month add up to be a lot of something. And she says, "Okay, well, I was just checking because several other people didn't see theirs either." And I said, "Well, if we don't get it now, will they have to cut us a separate check later, or are they going to make us wait?" She said, "Well, check it again tomorrow and then I'll go down to finance and let them know." And I said, "Yes, ma'am." So the reason I'm sharing that is that's another 300 some odd dollars, because I'll get August, September, October, November, December. I'll get five months worth of the back pay from my pay raise that I did not even remember about. I knew about it at the beginning of the month because everybody was talking about the bonus we got in January. And they was like, "Oh, don't forget in February." But I didn't even think anymore about it. And so when you get to a point in your life where you are debt free, and I know I keep beating this horse, but listen to Shakema. When you get to a point in your life where you're debt free and you're not worried about every little penny that comes in, when the Lord sends somebody to say, "Hey, girl, did you remember you was getting extra money?" You like, bless the Lord, because when you in debt, you know every deposit that's supposed to happen. You know the day it's supposed to happen. You waiting for 11:59. So at 12 midnight, when that thing pop in, you are waiting for it to pop in. And that's the pressure you don't live under when you are out of debt. And I'm not saying that if you have debt is bad. I'm just saying that that's a goal for you to work on. Every goal that I made for myself for this month, or almost every goal I have completed. I wrote them down. The fence is completed. I put more than $250 in baby step number 3. That's done. I'm starting the floor savings fund. So that 350, I actually should have put it to the floor, but everything that's in that baby step number 3 is, I'll take the floor money out of that. I didn't get my business cards done. I put $1,000 in one mom revenue. We hit that goal. Fully fund all my sinking funds. I funded all the sinking funds. Savings for the kids, I did all of that. I'm going to still keep working on Alana for her budget. And then the last thing I put in there just to remind myself for tomorrow is to go back in and check my employee portal. She said, "Well, maybe Shakema, they didn't get them in yet. Maybe they just got the regular paychecks in and they didn't get the bonuses in yet. Maybe they were doing that tomorrow because we still have another week before paycheck roll out, and sometimes they're a little slow." But what I'm saying is it just helps when you're out of debt and you're not worried about every little thing, and now you're able to meet some of those goals. I want everybody to meet your goals. I want you to have financial freedom like I'm experiencing, and not just financial freedom, but now we're in a position where we're starting to build generational wealth. That's different than just paying paycheck by paycheck. That's having leaving something for your children. And I know that may not be everybody's thing. You know what I'm saying? We do what we know. I didn't know debt freedom in my raising up. My grandparents were always check to check to check check. They worked hard. They did all kinds of stuff. We crushed cans. They sold wire and copper and all the stuff. We did all the stuff, but they never knew what it was like not to owe somebody or have a bill or pay. They never knew that. And so now that I am at it, when I was married, I never knew that. Now that I'm at a place to know that, I want my children to know that, so that instead of them living paycheck to paycheck or credit card to credit card, and I'm not saying don't have a credit card. If you can pay your credit card balance at the end of the month, you live your best life. My daughter has a credit card. She uses it for her points because she now is traveling East Coast to West Coast. So it's beneficial for her to book her plane ticket, get the points, and pay it off. She has that discipline. I don't have that discipline, so I don't have a credit card. That's me. I know me, and I'm not trying to play with it. But if you're that person and you build those points, go ahead and do that. I don't have any store credit cards, Sears, Macy's, nothing. No, because I know me. I will be up in there doing this, and then I'll see some money. I'm like, oh, I don't want to pay it this month because I need to do something else. Then I'm racking up interest. I'm not paying anybody else to borrow their money. I'm gonna pay me, and I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna put a plan in place. I can go through now and I can highlight this, paid off the fence, bam, done. Savings account, bam, done. Start the floor fund because I put that money in, bam, that's done. $100 in revenue, bam, done. Fully fund every single sinking fund I have, bam, that's done. Savings for the kids, that's done. So if I look at the 8 goals that I set for myself, and we set these in the budget meeting with the membership, but all of those goals are done. I hit them this time. And I was so proud when I was going through. Y'all see, I get emotional because I remember where I was. And people look at you now and they'll say, oh, you think you're good and you think you better. No, I remember where I was. I don't have no money passed through my hands where I don't remember where I was. But when I look at those goals and I've hit them and I've hit them, the only thing I didn't do was my business cards. And that's just because I forgot. I just didn't even think about it. I just forgot. But I hit those goals. Next month, there's some more goals. I don't have a fence, but I got a floor that I need to get done. So Jackson doesn't keep having all this allergy stuff in his nose. That's a priority for us. I got to get that done. And I got to get those trees down in the backyard. So those are things that next month I can now focus on. Ain't going to be all that Amazon Prime, and that's going to be more money to the floor. Do you want Amazon Prime or you want them floors done? I don't make all the money that certain people make. But what I do make, I'm going to be a good steward over. That's what I got. That's what the Lord has provided. And I'm thankful for it in Jesus' name. So here's what I would like for you to do. If you think this video was helpful, please share it with somebody. Share it with a single mom who just needs some encouragement right now. This is what we're doing. The second thing I'm going to ask you to do, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to keep you over here just so you can see what we're doing. We don't know it all, but we are doing some different things than when we first started. That's been a blessing. And the last thing I want to ask you is if you're on Facebook by any means, please come over and follow the kids and I there. We do garner a little bit of income from our reels. So if you want to come over and pop over and watch our reels, that would help us. That would help our bottom line. We have all of you guys over watching on Instagram, and that's perfect. We are able to monetize on Instagram. Our account is clean, is what I mean. But we have not been invited to do so on that platform. So we do. We just keep making them, and we pray one day they'll say, "Hey, would you like to?" And we'll say, "Yes, we would." Right? It's all these income sources. I don't care where it's coming from, as long as it's good, honest work, as long as it does not mess with my integrity as a human, and I can help feed my children. These are things that I can do in the home. I don't have to go out of my home to make money. And so that's where I am at this season of my life. My children need me here, and I'm thankful to be able to be here to make income for them. So, anywho, if you can do those couple of things, it would just bless us. If you want to have questions, leave us a comment down below. We'd be happy to answer what we know. And if we don't know, we'll find somebody to answer it for you. We're going to find you some answers somewhere. So, anywho, there it is, you guys. Just wanted to update you. It was a pretty long update this time, but I haven't done it in 3 weeks. So, I just give it all to you, but those goals. If nothing else in this video makes my heart happy, it is looking at those goals and being able to cross those goals off, because next month, there are new goals. So, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye now.